welcome back to Rock Talk. I'm your host, Lord Six, the edible with.
The edible, that's a good one.
Edible. Yes.
I don't recommend that, by the way. It's probably expired. Hi, I'm Dr. Killjoy. If you like what you see today, be sure to hit that subscribe button because we got much more, and you definitely want to come back.
Yeah, my name is Saturate. If you'd like what you see here, click our links in the bio and all that other happy stuff.
In fact, I want,
Thumbs up.
I want to see your expiration date. Where do you keep that? Is it like a tramp stamp or what?
Oh my god.
Never mind. Never mind. I don't need to see that tramp stamp. That expiration date. We'll just.
Lord Six the edible. He'll give you cavities.
Oh.
I'm so sweet.
Make sure you make a dentist appointment after.
And don't forget to wash your hands. After.
Don't forget to, yeah.
That's.
Don't forget to wash your hands. Speaking of washing your hands, beer commercials and beer drinking.
And alcohol in general.
Alcohol in general.
Now there has been a lot of controversy. Now everybody doesn't know what beer to drink anymore.
I know they seem to have
everybody-
lost their minds on beer.
Everybody's favorite beer is no longer drinkable.
Yes.
The beer that we shall not be mentioned
Beer that shall be nameless.
shall be nameless henceforth.
Nameless
The beer
henceforth.
that once was and not ever again.
Every group of people of four or more have their own alcohol now.
Yeah, what Lord Six is trying to say is there is a lot of people that are coming out with new alcohol, new brands. A lot of bands are coming out with their own type of alcohol.
Yeah.
In fact, Sammy Hagar has had his own alcohol brand tequila
Yeah.
for quite a long time now,
And he's very successful.
called Cabo Waba.
Yes,
Cabo
yes,
Wabo.
yes,
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's a very. In fact, I think he's more successful at brewing than he was at singing.
Yeah, I believe
Yeah.
so.
Keeps him in his lifestyle.
Yeah.
The one that surprised me, though, was John Cena has his own whiskey, I believe, is what it is.
Yeah.
Ooh.
So, yeah, old fashioned by John Cena.
And Ace Frehley has cold gin.
Yeah.
He's afraid of what's that band you can't stop mentioning?
Kiss.
Yes. Ding.
If you can guess how many times Kiss will be mentioned on this show, you'll win a T-shirt.
No, but
Surprisingly, we only have one T-shirt left.
Simmons has
For one winner.
money bag tequila or something.
For a guy that doesn't drink, he does his own alcohol.
Yeah.
That guy will promote anything.
Yeah, he will
Yeah.
promote anything. But
Now
we've
the
got-
beer that shall not be named is for that title shot. All you-
War.
Oh,
War
dear
has
God.
its own beer.
oh dear God.
And something they've had a couple alcohols,
You-
and
you
they have
usually
their
find it
own
in the trash
bar,
can.
the Guar bar.
It's right next to a trash can.
Located in an alleyway near you.
It comes in a brown bag, usually half empty.
A brown bag.
Usually half empty and spin in.
But I think that we just found out that Iron Maiden has their own beer, don't they?
Super, correct.
The Trooper beer, yes, sir.
You go
So
Iron
for
Maiden.
the beer that shall be nameless has been replaced by Iron Maiden's Trooper beer.
The beer that
Beer.
Trooper beer.
And that one bad beer. Bad.
Yeah,
the
it
beer
just-
that
the beer that shall
once
name
was and no longer
sheer-
shall be.
the
No
beer
longer
that
shall
once
be.
was.
That lost billions.
The
overnight.
beer.
Oh, that's giving away too much now.
Okay.
Kevin Hart has his own tequila, I believe. Yeah, tequila.
Kevin Hart. That's
Kevin
worth a shot.
Hart. Looks like the bottle's bigger than he is. Uh-oh, ding ding. There we go. Moving on.
I'm sure that's a really
Metallica.
funny beer.
Metallica.
Metallica blackened American whiskey. Everybody's
Yeah.
Lemmy had his own. I believe it was rum.
rum. Peyton Manning has a bourbon. Mark Wahlberg has a tequila. Troy Aikman has beer.
Troy Aikman.
Troy Aikman.
Troy Aikman. Really?
Yeah, he's
Is that a light beer or a dark beer?
it's a low cal and a low carb beer.
Oh, watch your
Oh man.
watch your weight while you
Watch
drink.
Can't
your
get
weight.
big and fat like Lord Six here.
Yeah, Brad
Oh, you can't maintain
Paisley.
a physique like Lord Sick.
Brad Paisley's got a bourbon. He's got there's a lot of people on this list
Yeah.
that have their
So-
own. George
Didn't you
Strait, obviously. George
Didn't you say
Strait.
Lenny Kravitz had something?
Lenny Kravitz had one. Where's he at? He's
So
way
a
up
lot of
there.
options out there. People.
There he
Asked
is.
him, you just
I just passed him.
Lots and lots
What
of
does
options.
he
for-
have?
Whiskey?
It looks like tequila.
Oh, tequila.
Yeah, because it's clear, and it's made in the Chihuahuan Desert.
Now, if I
Mexico.
Oh, okay.
now, what was that Mark Wahlberg thing again? If I want
Mark-
to check that out,
Mark Wahlberg. Let's find him again,
now I got to
because I
find
know he's got a
a
tequila.
new beverage of choice.
Yeah.
Mark Wahlberg has a tequila,
Uh-huh.
and it is.
Tequila person now.
I'm really not either.
Yeah. I
Um,
love rum and gin.
it just says handcrafted in Jalisco, Mexico.
Ooh, okay.
So-
So I like Mark Wahlberg as
Ah.
an actor, but
Flecha Azul.
oh, that's
Tequila.
one of my favorites.
Okay.
Oh, another tequila.
If
I
you
was
can
trying-
pronounce
I
it,
had
I'm
to-
sure you can find it.
Hmm.
But there are some other people on the list that kind of surprised me as well.
Like.
Let's find Jamie Foxx has a brown sugar bourbon.
Ooh, that might go
Sugar
good with
bourbon.
Coke.
And check this out, Mariah Carey.
Oh, that's going to be a must.
She has a black Irish cream liqueur.
I don't like liqueurs.
Now I know that this has not really a lot to do with metal and rock, but more to do with drinking. But
Yeah.
sometimes the rock world is not exactly as lucrative as you might think.
I know when I like to listen to my heavy metal, I like to have a nice, refreshing beverage. So, absolutely, let's find something good to drink. Since
Bruno Mars has a rum.
Ooh, rum.
Yeah, Jason Aldean has a
that's good.
bourbon. God dang, it just goes on.
Yeah.
Snoop Dogg, obviously,
Yeah.
has a gin.
Not
Does
a
he have
gin.
drinkable marijuana?
Yeah, it's probably 50
Wouldn't doubt it.
Cent. 50 Cent has one. Kate Hudson has a vodka. Wow, the list.
All of
Even The
list.
Rock has a tequila.
See, people
Yeah.
done lost their minds.
And Matthew McConaughey, obviously. I think Matthew McConaughey. I think you get a free Lincoln with every bottle. Wild Turkey Long Branch.
I
He's
wasn't
been,
always a Lincoln man.
He's always am I driving this car or is it
this car
driving
driving
me? Bob Dylan. Bob Dylan has a premium whiskey as himself. Wow.
I don't know,
Again,
so many good options.
So many
there's a
options.
ton of them.
What do you think, Lord Six? What will you be drinking tonight
Probably some.
when you're watching your midget porn?
Midget porn.
Yes, we love midget porn. No. Midget porn. Yay!
Oh my
What
god!
about Drake? Drake has a Virginia black whiskey.
But it's not authentic.
Well, I don't know. It could be.
Well, look at the person doing it.
Oh, you don't like Drake? I don't know anything about Drake, so
I know he likes that auto tune.
most of them do. Conor McGregor.
I like Seagram's Ultra Dry Gin. I like Goldschlager. I like what's that one?
Water.
Water.
The green
It's
bottle.
clear and
Jägermeister.
refreshing.
Right.
No, Jägermeister or whatever.
Jägermeister.
Jägermeister. Yeah. That's
Yeah, but see, Conor McGregor has a Irish whiskey. Obviously,
Ooh,
Irish
That
whiskey.
sounds about right.
I
do a whiskey.
Looks Irish too.
Yeah, no, I think he qualifies.
He might be. Well, McGregor. I don't know. That doesn't sound very Irish or Scottish.
Scottish. Justin Timberlake has a tequila. George Clooney has a tequila.
Okay, so basically, we've discovered.
Basically, everybody.
Basically, everybody, any group of 4 or more people have their own tequila or rum or something.
So there's
Yeah.
plenty of other fish in the sea
Oh,
for those of you who
Well, who's that?
That is Sammy Hagar,
Oh,
and he's
Sammy
got a
Hagar.
new
will
rum.
no longer
Oh, he's got a new rum.
He's
now.
got a
beer
new
that will
beach bar
no
rum.
longer be named.
Beach Bar Rum. Sammy Hagar.
Oh, he's got a new rum. Okay.
Yeah.
Before it's tequila, now it's rum.
All right, Sammy, we might have to check that out and see what you got.
Send us a bottle, and we'll test it out here
Yeah,
on
we'll give you
Rock
a quote
Talk.
on what we think on Rock Talk.
Exactly.
On Rock Talk.
One bottle's all we need. There's 3 people here. We're not big drinkers.
Yeah, we're good.
so
We'll take it.
We'll take it.
Yeah.
We will take it.
Yeah.
So
Thank you, Sammy.
yeah, thank you, Sammy, for that.
And thank you for all the people creating all this alcohol.
So now going from our alcoholic options, and remember, drink safely, don't drink and drive.
Do not drink and drive.
Drink responsibly.
We want you to live and watch the show
Exactly.
and come back and subscribe.
But we do not condone drinking and driving or
drink and drive.
so.
Drink and drive's
try to
bad.
do it responsibly if you're gonna
Bad.
drink.
It's bad. Drink drive's bad.
And if you
drive is
get really
bad.
drunk, remember to wear a balloon.
That's bad.
Wear a balloon.
What?
What?
A balloon?
A balloon? So,
If you get too drunk, wear a parachute.
excuse me, can you take me home? My balloon is not taking me home.
a balloon.
I think they know what I'm talking about.
No.
They're probably scratching their heads too.
Why don't
What?
you go into that? Explain to us.
Yeah, please explain the concept of drinking balloon.
Why not? Pennywise likes balloons.
Yeah.
Yeah, he does, doesn't he?
So
Yeah.
is there? Is it like a birthday balloon or?
No, it's a veiled comment about a condom.
Oh, two
condom
different
wishes.
things.
Okay.
Two different things.
When you
Oh.
jump out of the plane, you need a parachute. You know,
Okay.
and if you're
As
too
Lord Six
drunk to
does
think,
commonly.
Yeah. Kind of helps to have one
Yeah.
entering the airplane and
Absolutely.
returning to Earth. Yeah.
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
So that's going to take us to our top story.
So, jumping out of an airplane.
Jumping out of an airplane with your,
Yeah, no, we're not going to, we're getting too far with that.
All right. So, where are we going with all of this?
Well, it looks like Metallica's lawyer says Napster is the lawsuit was necessary to set the ground rules for what music is worth. As we all know, Metallica has been had a lawsuit against this
Napster.
beloved app called Napster that I'm pretty sure at least everybody was using to get their music. Once they figured out they didn't have to pay a ridiculous amount of money for a freaking piece of plastic that held about 10 songs that were mostly worthless.
Yeah.
Um,
I still use CDs.
He still does. He's one of the 5 people in our state that actually buys physical
so
music media.
if you're old enough to remember the days, we used to have to buy an album. Um, Most bands, not necessarily Metallica, but like a lot of bands that come up with an album that have like one good song on it. You pay about $15 for it, and then you got pretty much trash.
Yeah.
There's only one song on it that was good, and you're pretty much stuck with it now. The Napster came out, and what Napster did was is they made it to where you didn't have to get that entire album of trash. Like say like let's say you heard of a band like I don't know, say Guar that pretty much had nothing worth listening to, and you accidentally got their album.
More albums, you can listen to them from front to the end.
And that's called a lobotomy. Um, so what Napster did was is if you liked a song, you could go to the app and you could download it, much like we do now. Metallica did not like that at all because they believed they were losing money at it.
Yeah, what happened though? The reason Lars found out about it is they had not released a song. It was going to be released, say, in 2 or 3 days, but it was on Napster's top 10, and they hadn't even released it yet.
Oh, so it was coming out early.
Yeah, it came out earlier than it was supposed to, and he was like, "What the heck is this?"
But as an entertainer, especially with a band as powerful as Metallica was, I mean, I don't know if none of my friends, every one of my friends liked Metallica, would listen to their music. They were the premier metal band, so it would seem to me you have your wealth. Are you really going to throw a fit over a couple dimes that maybe
Well,
your
yeah.
fans or they're downloading your music, they're going to your shows? I'd be more worried about the shows I'm going to and the merchandise that I'm be selling there. I would want you to
Yeah,
listen
but
to my
in
stuff.
the day, you made millions off of albums.
No, you didn't.
No, you didn't.
If you sold millions of copies of
No, that was a
No,
common
the
misconception.
average album sold for what was it back in the day? It was like $10,
$10, yeah.
10 to $12. The artist would receive anywhere from $2 to
It
$3.
was very little. It was actually
Very
the
little.
record company, like I don't know, Metal Blade Records, that was making money from the album.
Yeah.
The artists themselves would make their money from the shows, the merchandise, promotion, stuff like that. But the actual album sales wasn't really the primary source. It was like Walt Disney. Um, his when he first came out with Disneyland, he came out with Mickey Mouse and his cartoons, and he said the idea behind that was just promotion for the park. It wasn't to generate the money from the show; it was to get people to go to the park.
Yeah.
Well, the album is kind of the same thing. You make the album for the music, so people listen to the music and they want to go to your show.
Yeah. It's a
Yeah.
double-edged sword. One, people used to make more money at it, and two, though, people like us can now get many fans, and we don't need a record company.
Well, no,
in the same way as we would have needed it
Back in the day.
yeah.
No.
The great thing about Napster was the fact that you could pick and choose what songs you wanted off of an album. You could download samples and you could listen to something before you buy it.
Yeah.
They didn't have that, you know. I mean, nowadays it's pretty common. You can stream just about anything off from any media provider. But back then, you know, you went online and there was, let's say, the new Metallica album. and all you really knew was the one track. So you could download the one track,
Yeah.
and it wouldn't cost you anything to listen
This
to it.
right here. This right here, I have 1,400 albums.
Oh Lord.
1,400 album and the amount of songs I cannot even imagine. It's like a week's worth of music. That I would not been able to do. If it's 1,400 albums, it would have cost $14,000 if I bought each CD by itself.
And now we have Spotify and applications like that to where
Yes.
I don't have to download 1,400 albums.
No,
I can just go type in the song I want to listen to,
no.
and there it is. And
There's other
And
reasons
there
why I
it
have,
is.
but I go to iTunes.
But
That's
it was
what I do.
Napster that led the way for
Yeah,
things
yeah.
along those
Napster,
lines.
but
they opened the door.
the whole
They
point
opened the
of
door.
that is why isn't Metallica suing Spotify and stuff like that?
Yeah, I know.
Well-
I don't know the difference between Spotify and Napster in the way that like they would sue one but not the other. I have no idea.
It's pretty much the same thing. I just have a subscription to Napster or not Napster,
If-
but Spotify, and I listen to whatever I want whenever I want.
But I know that Garth Brooks took his songs out of one of them, maybe his iTunes or something. I can't remember.
That's
And
fine.
there's a couple other bands that have done that, but you know,
Yeah, there's no point. I would if it were me, I'd want my music out there.
yeah.
I'd want
yeah.
people. I'd be happy
And
people were downloading
you
my
can
stuff.
watch our music videos, by the way.
More to come, by the way.
More to come, yes.
Well, the lead singer from Tool stated quite a few years ago, that there's just no money to be made in albums anymore, releasing music.
Yeah.
He says most of the money comes from touring, merchandising, advertisers, things along those lines. So the music industry as a whole has taken a sharp left turn. Kids used to band together and they would sleep in their van and they would write music and lyrics on pizza boxes and napkins and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Now you've got Pro Tools and you've got a lot of digital things for kids to sit in their basements and eat their hot pockets and make the next whatever tune they're making.
Yeah, but it's gonna be hard for the next Jimi Hendrix, Beatles, Kiss, like how.
Yeah, none of those people would have survived in today's day.
No, they wouldn't have.
They'd be broke and they would be playing probably
Right.
dive bars, so
Yeah.
200 people.
Right.
Rolling Stones. I mean,
Yeah.
just a bunch of them.
So, but
So I say I like Metallica. In fact, we're getting ready to go see that new tour of theirs. But if there's one thing that disappointed me with Metallica, it was that lawsuit that they're so proud of. I hope they got what they were looking for. In
Yeah,
that,
but I just don't know the difference between Napster to Spotify and iTunes. I don't, or
why
Amazon Music.
why you would see one and not the other, I really
Yeah,
don't
I
know.
don't know. That's bizarre. That doesn't make sense.
well, I think it was because Napster there were no royalties issued.
Yes, but do you know the
With
royalties
these-
are like iTunes or Spotify is like
Yeah, but,
a penny per million or
yeah,
something? It's stupid.
But they still make money off of it. With
Yeah.
Napster, they didn't. Napster, it was a peer to peer, so it was.
But
So if
at the very
if Dr. Killjoy bought a Motley Crue Dr. Feelgood album and he put it on his computer to listen to, and he would call me up and say, "Hey, to check out this track, that's peer to peer." So I could get into his computer, download the file, and there it is. So now we both have the track.
but isn't that really just advertisement?
It really, to my way of thinking, it is. The more people that have access to your stuff, the better. But to Metallica, I think South Park even did an episode off of it where they were, they couldn't buy that gold-plated pool or something like that,
They were
and
depressed because
they were so depressed
because
and all
Napster,
that.
it's such a horrible thing. That gold dragon that they wanted to put in their pool or whatever.
Yeah, Lars Ulrich.
He had to wait a month.
gold-plated pool.
He's gonna have to wait a month to get it now.
Yeah, and then
And Brittany couldn't get that new streamlined plane she was wanting to get.
exactly. Yeah. See, so it hurt once it hurt their pocketbooks. It kind of showed the true colors of some of these bands, so-called bands.
Yes.
But now anybody, shoot, you can make your own. You have GarageBand on your iPhone, and you could create your own tune while sitting on the can.
Yeah.
It's
Right.
just it's like that now. It's just
Right.
everything's changed.
It's a new world.
It is a new world.
I've always wanted to be a minor celebrity, so that's my payment when I make a video or anything and I put it online. There you go.
All that poetry, which he
All
has a
that
lot
poetry,
of. You could hit him up on TikTok. Beautiful, beautiful poetry. In fact,
No, it's not beautiful.
Beautiful.
Look,
Beautiful.
I don't do. I don't.
Soft. What is it? Soft.
Soft
what,
rock.
no, oh, hold on, time out. The sensuous syllables from the lips
Sensuous
of
syllable.
Lord Six.
The chicks were six. No,
That's what it was.
the chicks were six. Yeah.
Chicks
No,
for
I
six?
don't do.
Like chickens or
No, chicks, girls,
like
women.
hot wings? Oh,
Chicken head, chicken heads, chicken heads.
chicken heads. Okay,
Yeah.
there you go.
You know,
Okay.
those girls with the.
We here at Rock Talk do not condone torturing of chickens for their heads
No, no, no.
And once they look,
or animal cruelty of any kind.
I don't.
Unless they're
do,
organically fed.
yeah, I don't do very much love. I don't do love poems, and I.
Remember your training.
I don't write about.
Now's not the time. Now's not the time. 21. 21. 21. 21. Oh, 21. Oh, 21. Now's not the time.
It's not beautiful poetry.
That's very beautiful poetry.
Beautiful.
It's so beautiful that
It's
he
like
gets
butter off the tongue.
people from everywhere, every country, every nationality.
Every day.
I have 6,666 followers right now.
From Lord Six.
For
Lord
Lord
Six,
Six, exactly.
That was done on purpose.
No,
So he's going to stop now.
no, it's gone up since then. But a couple of days ago, that's what I had.
It's not 6,666.
It's gone up.
No, now it's gone up.
6,667.
No, it's 70, I
60.
believe now.
Oh,
7.
oh, okay. But it's still six. There's a 6 in there somewhere.
Yeah.
Okay. 21.
So it's Lord Six and the medicated.
Yes.
Again.
Again. But anyway, we are glad that times have moved on. Metallica still moved on. They're on tour. You're gonna go see them, right?
Yes, we're going to go see them in August.
That's gonna be a good show.
Down at I believe it's the Spectrum Center in LA.
That's gonna be a good show.
We're looking forward to it. It's this particular tour, I guess, is a two-day show.
Maybe Armored Saint will open up.
I pray to God they do not.
Oh, I hope they do. I hope that Armored Saint.
No.
Because they're the professional opening band.
I can't do that again.
Oh, come on.
I'll have to go down and. Well, I can't get the beer that shall not be named.
The beer that shall not be named.
The beer that once was and is no more.
Oh my
You know what's scary is I used to like that beer, but now no.
I'm bet a lot of people are
You've always
saying
been
the
like
same thing.
a daiquiri kind of guy.
No,
A fruity drink with an umbrella kind of a guy.
fruity drinks
A
make
fruity
me throw up.
drink with an umbrella.
No,
Drink with that- yep.
no, I don't like any
Yes.
fruity drinks.
Yes.
No, give me a rum and coke or something.
No, stop it.
Stop it. He'd go to the bar and say, "Do you have anything with whipped cream?
Do you have anything
No.
that's light?
Like
He used to drink a blowjob.
Light?
He used to drink
What?
a blowjob.
That's not
Or a
true.
fuzzy navel.
That's not.
Sex on the beach.
That's not
Um,
true. That's not true.
I would drink anything alcohol. I would try anything alcoholic that wasn't necessarily coconut. I don't like that.
Coconut.
Anything that wasn't coconut. I cannot stand coconut flavored alcohol.
Oh,
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. In Vegas, I would
Or
drink
gold silver.
Jack and Coke.
I do a lot of Jack and
A
Coke.
lot of Jack and Coke or
Jack and Coke.
Southern Comfort.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But for the most part, beer. A lot of people drink just beer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So with now that you know that some of these
See,
entertainers and other music industry aficionados, they have their own alcohol lines.
So
Now
you girls out there want to share a drink, just come to Lord Six and the Medicated.
Or he'll take a guy too. It doesn't.
No.
No, he's an equal opportunity.
Equal opportunity.
Equal
No.
opportunity. Yes.
Because you don't filter them, you don't check them, you don't screen them or anything.
What?
Now.
It was
Oh.
guy was hitting on me. I was like, I thought it was a chick. I didn't even see the picture.
Yeah, the beard and the Adam's apple kind of
Yeah.
threw us right from the start.
When I saw that too, I was like, shit.
I don't know. Well, it seems like the jumping back to rock and roll for a second. It seems like the Mick Mars thing is starting to divide a lot of people.
Yeah, Nikki
That's
Six
it.
says Mick Mars was confused.
And I've seen some of the concerts, and it seems like he was uh, kind of caught in a loop. He would forget solos and things like that. But you know,
Yeah, Nikki Six says we must be focused on why we are here.
yeah, I think
So,
why they're there is to make money.
That's
oh,
pretty
I'm
much
sure.
it. Yeah.
I'm
That's
sure
the
what it
whole
is.
thing is about money.
Yeah.
So I'm kind of on Mick Mars's side. He started Motley Crue with
Right.
4 other individuals.
Yeah.
He shouldn't be downplayed from his 25% share
Yeah.
on the band to
5. They want to
they
give
want to
him
kick him
5.
down to 5.
Okay, here's the deal about that. Before they started touring again, I guess they all signed a contract, which Mick Mars, I'm pretty sure, is a smart kind of guy, understood the contract
Yeah.
that if he no longer fulfills his obligation to the contract,
He still gets-
that's what it would go down to.
Oh.
So that was in the contract.
Oh, okay. Okay, I didn't know
Yeah.
that. Well, if it's in the contract, it's in the contract. I mean, you're stupid if you sign it, but
Well, I mean, look at the guy. He's
yeah, the dude's all crippled up.
Well, yeah, it's nothing that
Yeah,
you know.
can
It's
you
it's
imagine?
not his fault that his spine is fusing.
Yeah,
no, it's
I
not.
feel extraordinarily bad for him. I'm just
I do
glad that
too.
he doesn't have like Jason Becker syndrome to where he's sitting in a wheelchair,
Right,
completely paralyzed,
right,
and
exactly.
can't talk.
And that's another thing. There's a lot of people talking now saying a lot of these old rock stars, they really need to reconsider what they're doing because a lot of these guys really don't have any. They probably shouldn't be doing music on stage anymore like they
No.
used to, because they're not 20, 30 years old anymore where they can do the David Lee Roth split kicks in the air.
Yeah,
Why did David Lee Roth cut his hair? He had such a
because he's
cool
bald.
look. He has such a cool look about him.
I don't know. Leave that in the comment line. Why do you think David Lee Roth cut his hair?
Yeah, why? I
If
know.
you think it's important, why
No,
did
no,
why
because
did David Lee Roth
The
cut his
dude
hair?
had a character about him, and he cut his hair. So
Oh, he did.
I cut my hair, so it's
Maybe that's why. Maybe he's seen that Lord Six
No.
cut his hair.
No.
So maybe
Not to be outdone by the
outdone,
Six.
and
Yeah, there you
he
go.
decided that he should keep up with Lord Six. And I notice he performs a lot like you now. I don't know if you've seen David Lee Roth live recently, but
I haven't seen him recently, but
I
the
saw
dude
him.
is
oh, you should check
I
that
saw-
out.
he's extremely
We saw
proud
him
of
opening
everything
up
he
for
does.
Kiss.
So
We saw him opening up for Kiss.
Yes, we
remember?
did. And
His smile looks like a predator.
I felt bad for the guy.
Yeah, I do
He
too.
looked like he just stepped out of a van or something. You probably ran into him in the park.
No, I only ran into women at the park, and I didn't run into.
Are you sure they're women?
are you sure?
I took them to the park.
Uh-huh.
Oh,
We had a lovely stroll with the baby.
I wouldn't say too much. There might be an investigation on that.
Yeah, we'll cut it there.
No,
We here at Rock Talk do not condone going to the park
with
Strange women.
in that kind of way.
in that kind of a way. So
Make sure you have consent.
make sure you have consent. So speaking of consent, Corey Taylor is consenting to make another solo album,
Yeah.
jumping back into music and out of the park.
Yes.
So yeah, we just learned that Corey Taylor, I think that he is probably the hardest working guy in metal because he's either in Slipknot or he's doing something soloish off the side. The dude has just got music flowing out of him, and he can't get enough of recording. So he's making another solo album. Probably do something more with Slipknot. I don't know. It's kudos to the guy for that,
I
for
don't know
keeping
why.
active.
I don't know why I don't listen to Slipknot. They sound a lot.
Because you have 1,400 albums.
Mm-hmm.
No,
Well, I can't get to them all.
no, because a lot of the stuff I like sounds a lot like Slipknot. I just haven't listened to them. I don't know why.
So
But that's about
Kind of
Yeah.
miss Joey Jordan. When Slipknot was the entity, they had Joey Jordison, they had Paul Gray bass when they were that one unit. But then when some of those members passed away and they start filling in with other members, it just seems like it's not so much as Slipknot anymore.
no,
Yeah.
then
It's like when Dave Silvera was not ousted, but when he kind of semi-retired and then became fired from Korn, and then they replaced him with the new guy. It's not Korn anymore. It's not the same. It's not the same band. It doesn't have the same feel. It does. The music might be heavy, but it's very different because you have two different drummers that have two different approaches, and I kind of like Dave Silvera. I wish Dave would come back, but I've seen Dave. He looks terrible. You need to go back to the gym, Dave.
Yeah, and we thank you for that. We do apologize for one thing though. Ordinarily, we'd like to plug new bands. We haven't really done a whole lot of research this week. We were unable to. We were very busy, and we apologize for that. For those of you that look forward to finding out or discovering new bands, we'll try to maybe make up for that in the next episode. Um, Unfortunately, this week we don't have any new bands to plug.
Yeah.
So if you want to reflect on the old ones, God bless you.
Hey, write us and tell us what band to focus on.
Yeah, right after you
Yeah.
subscribe.
Yeah, hit like, subscribe.
And hit the like button.
Tell us what you'd like for us to discuss.
Okay. Well, look, this is Six looking for chicks. Lord Six
This is not a fake service.
and the medicated with.
Dr. Killjoy, if you like what you see today, be sure to hit that like button and subscribe for more. I just love to say that. It's
Just
so much
over
fun.
and over. Just force it. Yes. My name is C Train. Like what you see, hit it. Click links in the bio, and I'm sure my producer's going to yell at me for forgetting it again. But no, there's the finger.
Coming.
It's coming. So
Oh, don't mess with
anyway.
that producer. He'll get you.
But yeah, do like and subscribe. You know, every subscription is
A blessing.
it's a blessing. Yeah. Thank you
And
for
if
it.
you could let us know what alcohol that you can replace with a beer that shall not be named.
The beer that shall be
we'd
not
love
be
to
named.
try maybe whatever you're choosing to drink.
Maybe he'll get drunk on camera.
Drink responsibly.
That would be fun.
Okay, but we gotta go. The Lord Six, the medicated.
Lord Six's
say
mom's calling.
Goodbye.
Bye, everyone.
Bye, everyone.